Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV and our fourth match. Yep, our fourth match from the Injustice 2 circuit, round number 4. That's right, we've had 3 rounds prior to this. We are bang in the middle of the online phase of the circuit. We've got 4 rounds coming on after this, and then, of course, the circuit points awarded at the OHN Major. And after that, LAN finals with a $2,000 prize, so cash prize. So we are working our way steadily towards that fantastic set of finals. We have hit a little bit of a hiccup with the finals because E-League have recently announced that they won't be running LANs. Well, they won't be running their winter LAN. They're not so sure about their spring LAN, so we're looking at our options at the moment for exactly where we're going to be hosting the LAN, but we will keep you updated as things develop in that respect. Well, our next match, of course, is going to be the Ghost Police going up against none other than Framework FGC. So to take you through the match, I'll hand you back over to Enigma and Castile. Take it away, Enigma.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So, Ghost Police vs Framework. I feel this is going to be a really interesting match because both these players have shown they're very strong in Injustice. Who are they playing now? Have they been switching around, or?
So, Ghost Police has been switching around. Started off with Firestorm, then had a Darkseid, then had a Robin, and now has a Blue Beetle. So,
Blue Beetle.
Be one of them 4. Framework plays a lot of characters, but he's an Aquaman main. Don't even let him try to deny it. He is an Aquaman main. When it gets serious, he will lock that character in a heartbeat.
Aquaman obviously being one of the strongest characters. Just such a commanding neutral, but against Robin, this could be interesting. How do you feel Robin goes in this matchup? The issue is he's going to get zoned out, obviously, by From the Deeps and stuff. But
well, From the Deep isn't really it's not really a game changer in terms of its zoning. It's just more of a meter build / chip thing. Like, I don't think any character just says I lose because of From the Deep.
It's back one Trident Rush that people lose from.
That's the one.
Now you can see the neutral coming out, the down 1-2, and a fantastic whiff punish coming out from Framework with that back 1-2 into the full combo. And Aquaman gets way too much damage off of that. 430, and now you can see into the full combo. And once close enough, goes for the air tech, spends both the bars and still gets clipped as well. And now you can see Framework doesn't have a lot of bar. Down 1 Trident Rush meter burn, and I like the block escape coming out. Framework with just such a commanding life lead. Just down 1 Trident Rush all day, every day, ladies and gentlemen.
Such a bad feeling air teching and then still getting comboed. Like you just gave away 2 bars. That's it. That's all you do.
Oh, and Ghost Police knows the matchup. Goes for back 1-2 in between the gap there. So Framework needs, Ghost Police needs to make an adjustment there. Make sure he's not actually doing that meter burn roll and a down 2. Really good stuff from Framework. Gets the full combo as well. Drops the ender, but maybe went for a safe jump setup instead. Back 1-2, 3 into a throw, but a great tech coming out from Ghost Police. Still showing signs of life. Almost able to close out this life bar. One more touch is going to do it. Down 1-2 into the uppercut. And you can see now Framework doesn't know the matchup as well as Taz does. Wasn't pressing a button there, but does actually force the clash.
Yeah, it's kind of different. They're good at different parts of it. Taz was not letting that DP, the meter burn DP, fly at all, but he was letting the Bertarang cancels go, whereas Framework stopped the first one that Ghost Police tried, and he lost like 450 damage.
Aquaman.
Yeah, so really good stuff. But again, Aquaman is just such a dominant character. He's so challenging just to verse. So
top 3 for sure.
I'd say top 2 even. I feel like he's better than. I feel like
top three is Black Adam, Catwoman, and Aquaman, but I don't know the order.
Aquaman.
Yeah, no, you're right. Sorry.
You could just I feel like you could talk about it for a long time and you just never get to a conclusion because... I'm so used to downplaying Catwoman because I played it, but I don't play very much anymore, so I don't have to. So yeah, no, definitely. Catwoman's top 3, easily.
Fighters
no need to downplay anymore, but Ghost Police switching to Blue Beetle. I can understand why the air mobility from Blue Beetle might help in this matchup, but From the Deep still actually does hit a lot of things in the air.
Yeah, and Halleck, people are complaining about Wonder Woman's damage because it doesn't come off an 11 frame advancing low that can go into +2 on block. And it's hit confirmable because it's 3 hits. That's the main difference.
Yeah, but as you can see, Ghost Police getting caught with, well, just Aquaman things now. Trying to go for zoning, and that's the thing about Aquaman. He's a very good anti-zoner. Ooh,
Yeah, no, that's not a punish, that's -4, but Ghost Police would be the type of player to press something after that.
Press the button. So now here we go. Goes for the air mobility. Goes for the air fireball.
I think the air projectile would be quite good in this matchup. He needs to punish that though. I think Shield would punish that from that range.
Yeah, it's -24, so
Yeah.
Shield's what, 11 frames?
I have no idea. I could not tell you a piece of Blue Beetle frame data.
I believe it is pretty quick. It is actually. It's probably, I'd say, one of the better wake ups in the game. The Shield, because it hits. I believe it hits mid. It's safe. It's just really good.
It's invincible. The only downside to it is it's pretty death on whiff. So if you jump it, a lot of them like to use it as you're trying to walk in on their zoning. So if you, or you can meet them back to it.
Frame work. 10 frames. Thank you, Taz. Oh yeah, meet him back.
I mean, the meet him back 3 works, but he clearly read it. Why not just jump instead? Meterless, get more damage. Oh, no, not meterless. You're still going to spend the meter on the punish. You get more damage.
Possibly doesn't. He might not trust himself on the punish of it. At least on whiff, you know, timing, that kind of thing. But I don't know. But you can see now Framework just doing what Aquaman does, chipping out with that from the deep. Ghost Police you are guaranteed a dash after from the deep on block, because as I said, it is very minus. So you can dash forward once and then block again. So it wasn't even in closing space, but you can see now it does take the life bar, goes for the cassette reels, the reels of film, but it's going to be Framework with a down 2. Aquaman is just a solid character. He's just fantastic.
He just does everything. Even his bad matchups aren't even bad.
What are his bad matchups? Cyborg, as you said.
So like I said, I've heard Thea and Illusion saying he loses to Cyborg. I've heard a lot of Aquaman players saying he loses to Catwoman, and I've heard Black Adam thrown around there as well. I haven't heard anything. Oh, and Ivy actually.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine Ivy would be challenging. Just looking in the chat, no, I truly don't believe that Catwoman has a matchup worse than 5-5.
Fighters approaching Gotham City.
That's fair. So like when you look at her, there's nothing like, what does she struggle with? You know, she does everything very well.
I feel like Fate could actually do pretty decently just because of the arc. Just the arc of it. I
don't think Catwoman's losing to any zoners.
No. But here we go. Into Firestorm, I like this decision. I feel like Firestorm was... I think Firestorm is actually very underrated. I feel like, you know, his neutral buttons aren't great, but his zoning tools, as well as just the tools you get, like that, for example, are really good.
Yeah, I saw a Shujinki Ding post a video on this matchup where Firestorm can actually combo Aquaman for using the trait. I didn't watch it. I just heard a lot about it. So, yeah. But I doubt Ghost Police know about it, unfortunately.
Oh, and just a fantastic read with the meter burn back 3 into the forward 3. Probably could have actually done something else to build a little bit more bar, but it's Aquaman. He built enough bar as it is anyway.
Exactly. So that's not a punish on that from the deep. I don't think.
No, it's not fast enough.
If it is, he's just messing up the reversal window.
I believe he could actually do meter burn fireball.
He could, and at that health, like right there, you really should just to like close out the round. You never want to be stuck on. You never want them to have that magic pixel left, because any touch they get from it is just bonus damage.
Yeah. Now you can see goes for it, and he's actually able to get the combo. Ghostface really aware of his spacing here. Went for a meter burn back 3 into a dash cancel, forcing the breaker. Now, Castillo, I am going to ask you, just for those of you unaware, could you please explain to the audience how Aquaman's trait works?
Yeah, so if there are 3 parts to it. At a base, it's like if he trades, he can't be launched. That's what it is at a base. If you're doing something into a freeze breath into a back 3 trade, you can block the back 3. But in this game, as opposed to Injustice 1, they added a feature. It's kind of it lets you counterplay around it, because if he trades, he takes full damage of whatever you do, even though he'll be blocking because he can't be comboed while trading. So it's kind of resulted in block combos. So you see him trade, and you do your most damaging block string as opposed to your most damaging B&B. Because he can block the B&B, but even though he's blocking, he's still going to take the full damage of the block string. The other thing is it needs to block one hit. He needs to get hit by one hit before he can start blocking. So if he gets hit with freeze breath and he trades and he back threes, if he back threed after getting hit by the freeze breath, he'll get hit by the back three because he hasn't been hit with anything. You know, you need to be hit with one thing before the trade goes into effect. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, as we were discussing that, obviously the 3-0 came through, so really good stuff. Framework is going to progress on. Framework is going to progress on. Ghost Police sadly is knocked out. We are going to take a short 2-minute break, and up next we're going to continue on with that losers bracket. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will be right back.